866-95 Patriots. Let's see. Who do we have here? Larry, Kansas. You're the Wilkow majority. Hello.
Hello, hello,
Andrew.
Mr. Wilkow. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just like to comment on your tirade about the recipient class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a social worker, and I see a lot of people who benefit from Section 8 and these food stamp programs, other than the people who just get them. Like, for example, landlords, big business, people who own these large supermarket chains. Am I supposed to
be excited at the idea that somebody is profiting from the sale of goods and services to people who had money confiscated in order to purchase?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. And I'm not.
Well, yeah. Look, I mean, the truth is, Walmart acts like a drug dealer in that aspect. They don't give a damn where you get the money to spend in their store.
Right.
You know, drug dealer isn't like, now listen, you want to buy Blue Magic, you have to go out and get a job.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
okay. Okay, I understand. You know, I'm a man of the left. I'm actually a card-carrying socialist. Just whenever I live in a very conservative state, and when I hear about people talk about welfare and how bad it is, and these people are just lazy and useless, I never hear them talk about the people who are actually in this top 2% who benefit greatly from these programs.
So you're assuming that the top 2% is only people who are shareholders in Walmart.
What's that?
Shareholders in Walmart. That's who it is?
Shareholders of Walmart.
Whenever somebody comes to the demand side with capital that is not theirs, it has to come from the profits of the supply side.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, you can't, as a socialist, try to sell me on the idea that you could take a bucket from the other side of the pool and bring it over to my side of the pool and pour it in, and you've somehow created depth for me.
Well, that's not what socialism is about.
I know exactly what socialism is about. Which part of it would you like to discuss? I've got Mao's little red book right here. I've got the Communist Manifesto. I got Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals, all right here on the radio board. Which one of them would you like me to open?
If you could open up any one of them, I'm sure that you'll see that, none of them describe socialism as basically, redistribution of the wealth, taxing the rich and giving it to the poor.
Really?
That's not even close.
Hold on a second. Let me open my Communist Manifesto. Make sure that
I am not only am I a card-carrying member of the Socialist Party USA, I'm on the party's national committee.
Let's see. I have my Communist Manifesto here. Let me flip to the 10 Pillars of Communism.
Those are the 10 Pillars of Communism.
Number 1, abolition of property and land and application of all rents of land to public purposes. So the confiscation of private property. That would be the beginning of the redistribution of wealth. Number 2, a heavy progressive... What?
Yeah, if you actually read Marx and Engels...
I'm holding it right here. What part do you want me to read?
No, if you read their introductions to later editions of the Communist Manifesto, they reiterated that point. Those 10 planks are the signs of capitalism in decay. These are things that you're going to see happening in a capitalist economy as it's starting to decay.
So when it says abolition of property, what does that mean? When the government comes in and says this property is no longer yours, it belongs to the quote-unquote people.
Right. Well, they're saying that these are what you're going to see as the class struggle advances in capitalist society. You're going to start to see them pushing for things like, say, nationalization of transportation.
So the government seizing of private property.
Right.
And you're okay with that?
No. What? Am I okay with that? No. Well, the thing is, nationalization within itself is not socialism. Okay. Socialism is, the abolition of private property in terms of the means of production, obviously.
So if I own a factory, and I'm producing widgets and you show up with guns to take it from me, that's the government taking my private property.
The government taking your private property. I guess in a way, yes, but at the same time...
Well, after we have... No, hold on a second.
Not government control.
The working men have no country. We cannot take from them what they have not got. Since the proletariat must first of all acquire all political supremacy, must rise to be the leading class of the nation, must constitute itself as a nation, it is so far itself national, though not in the bourgeois sense. After the proletariat becomes the ruling class and uses guns of the government to take private property, what do you call that? They are the government at that point.
Um, Not quite.
No, yes, sir, it is quite like that. And the failure of socialism is the socialists don't live with it. Socialism is for the people, not the socialist. You show me a prominent socialist who's living like the proletariat. I'd love to see it.
I'm a socialist living with.
You're not a leader, though. You're not in power. You don't have the power. Like Vladimir Lenin once said, while they have the guns, we will be for peace and the ballot until we have the guns, then we'll be for the bullet. Thank you very much for the call. It'd be nice if you had an idea what you were talking about.